Okay, so I'll just go back uh, to the chapter map, and here we can see that we are done with the basic proportionality theorem and its converse, and we're also done with similarity of polygons. Similarity of polygons was a simple thing. We'll just recap in a bit. Today we'll be moving into this topic, which is similarity of triangles, which is the core and the most important topic of this chapter. And we'll be starting with the criterion of similarity. Okay. Now let's come back and quickly have a quick recap about on like what are the two criterion of similarity of polygons. Similarity of polygons. What are the two what is the criterion? When can you say that two polygons are similar? I would like Shri Priya to unmute and tell. Shri Priya, can you tell me that? Give me the answer for this. Tell her to call, no, Nishchay? Okay, I'll call her. I'll call her. Yeah. Shri Priya, are you going to tell me? I'll wait for you. Otherwise, I'll add a -1 in your participation points. I'll wait for 5 seconds. 5, 4.
Yeah.
Yes, Shri Priya, go ahead. What are the two criterion of similarity of polygons? When can you say two polygons are similar? I couldn't hear anything, Shri Priya. I'll give you the option of typing it out also. Waiting for your response, Shri Priya. Dilruba, my question right now is what are the when can you say any two polygons are similar? And here I'm not talking about triangles, I'm talking about any polygon. It can be triangle or quadrilateral or a pentagon or hexagon, whichever one. Yeah. Shri Priya, we are all waiting for you. While we are waiting for Shri Priya, I want everyone who knows the answer to raise their hands, just so that I am clear about that. Yeah. You know the answer, Durga? Great. Perfect, Shripriya. Their corresponding angles are congruent, or the word equal is what we usually use. Congruent is also correct. Corresponding angles are congruent, and their corresponding sides have a constant ratio, have a fixed ratio. Yeah. Everyone can lower their hands now. You're right, Shripriya. What is the important thing to note here is that both of these criteria should be met. Okay, just meeting one criteria is not enough. All their corresponding angles are equal should happen, and all their corresponding sides are in the same ratio should happen. Okay, only after both are met we can say that the two polygons are similar. Okay, and obviously for this to happen they should have the same number of sides. We will not, there is no comparing a triangle and a quadrilateral at all, right? Because these are two this is definitely not similar. Yeah. Shape Going back to the definition of similarity, shape and size has to be same, right? So it does not matter, the shape is not the same. There are three sides and there are four sides, so you will not compare two polygons not having the same number of sides. Okay, now I'm going to go to the next topic here, and the next topic is, as we have talked about earlier also, we have talked about this when we were studying congruence, and even in the last class I think Dinesh answered this question, or someone answered this question, like um, we always start anything which has to do with polygons or shape or larger shapes, we start those things with a triangle, and we are going to go deep into the triangle similarity. Yeah, other other polygons, we know generally what the rule is, but we're not going to worry about that much right now because all the polygons are going to be built up of triangles, right? All polygons are going to be built up of triangles. We've seen that before. So we're going to get into the similarity of triangles. So I wanted to write the heading criteria for similarity of triangles. Okay, this is the heading. If you are towards the end of a page, preferably use a fresh page, whichever way works for you. Okay. Now let me, before we go into this, okay, I want to take a detour. I want to take a couple of minutes to just remind us about congruence. Okay. In congruence of triangles, can you tell me when were two triangles congruent? When are any two triangles congruent? Anyone? Or when I say they are congruent, what do I actually mean? Anyone? Yes, Dilruba? Go ahead, Dilruba. सुनाई नहीं आ रहा है. Once again, can you try? Say.
Sir, when the two triangles completely overlap each other.
Perfect. When they completely overlap each other, exactly and completely overlap each other. That's correct, Dilruba. But when will they completely and exactly overlap each other? What can you tell me something about its elements? When they're corresponding, उसके बाद I couldn't hear. Corresponding angles are equal and corresponding sides are equal. Fantastic, Dilruba. Yeah, both of these. Yeah, which means if I have a triangle ABC and XYZ, angle A should be equal to angle X, angle B should be equal to angle Y, angle C should be equal to angle Z, and AC is equal to XZ, BC is equal to YZ, and BA is equal to YX. Okay. Now all of this will be true if triangle ABC is congruent to triangle XYZ. Okay, corresponding. I have to just make sure it's corresponding. Yeah. Now we can say, if we know this, we can say all of this above. Okay. Also, if we know this, we can say that they are congruent. Yeah. This is the definition. This is the nature of congruence. Yeah. But an important thing I want to remind everyone here. We studied that this is the meaning of congruence of triangles. Okay, like whenever they are congruent, all elements will be equal to corresponding elements of the other triangle, right? Which means sides will also be equal and angles will also be equal. But then we went on and studied criteria of congruence. You remember? Can someone quickly tell me what were the criteria of congruence of triangles? Maybe Mansa, do you want to tell me what were the criteria of congruence of triangle? Manasa, if you can unmute and tell, it will be great.
I will tell, sir.
Yeah, tell.
Sir, it is sir, SSS.
SSS criteria, yes. Then
SAS
SAS
and ASA, sir.
ASA or AAS, yeah. And then
AAS. Then RHS, sir.
RHS, yeah. Now these were the 4 criteria of congruence. Can you see, guys, that in this criteria, here there are 6 things, right? But we were not taking all those 6 things. We were just taking any 3 sides, or 2 sides and included angle, or any 2 angles and 1 side, or if it is right angle, one angle, two sides. Okay, this is a type of SA, because otherwise SSA will not work. So two sides and one angle. Yeah, right, hypotenuse side and right angle. Okay, so in all of this we took only 3 elements. Yeah, why did we do that? Anyone? Why? We know na 6 elements. We know if all 6 elements are true, if all 6 elements are correspondingly equal, we know that they will be congruent. Then why we went on to this criteria of congruence? Does anyone understand that? Anyone has that understanding? What is the need of this? What is the need of criteria of congruence? Why can't we just be happy with the definition of congruence? Because we can check all 6 elements. No, if we check all 6 elements, we can say they are equal, they are congruent or not. Why are we going to criteria of congruence? Anyone raise your hands and tell me. It's a very nuanced question I'm asking. Okay, like it's an important distinction between the definition of congruence of triangles and this is the meaning of congruence of triangles and the criteria of congruence. Why can't we be okay with the meaning which says every time? Why can't we show these all 6 elements? Dikshit, you can unmute and speak.
Sir, if we show for only 3, sir, then the other 3 corresponding will also be equal.
Good, you're correct, Dikshit. Yeah, but why will we show for only 3? Why will we show for only 3? We just imagine, why will we show for only? Why will we use only 3 elements? Even it's a little tricky question which I am asking. I don't know if it's clear in my head also, but not really, Dinesh. Okay, not really, because it's a 3-sided polygon. That's happening automatically. But my reason, the reason which I am giving to myself is you will not have 6 elements ka measurement always. Okay, you will not have 6 elements ka measurement always. You will not know all of these 6 things in both triangles. That is 12 pieces of information. You will not know that. Okay, so what we know, we start from there. Okay, and then we go to the criteria. So this criteria is like, what is the minimum? What is the minimum that we need to know? Okay, minimum that we need to know. Does that make sense for people? Yeah, does that make sense? Give me a thumbs up if it's making sense. It is the minimum we need. Okay, you can any one of those 4 criteria, minimum 3 elements, and that also not any element. It should be in that particular order. It should be SAS or it should be RHS in that particular case, SSS. Okay, because these 4 rules allow you to, even though you don't know 6 elements, you can still say triangles are congruent or not. Does that make sense? Give me a fist to 5 in the chat box if you're understanding what I'm talking about here. Give me a fist to 5 in the chat box if you're understanding what I'm talking about here and how you're feeling about this. Yeah. Mansa didn't understand. Okay, Mansa. Now, if you know everything, Mansa, okay, you know this angle, you know this angle is equal to this, you know this angle is equal to this angle, and you also know this is equal to this is equal to this, and this is equal to this. Okay, Mansa?
Yes.
Now you can tell that they are congruent, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, but Mansa, every time we don't have all the 6 information for both triangles, no? 3 angles, 3 sides here, 3 angles, 3 sides here. Will we have that all the time?
No, sir.
Maybe not, right? You're getting me. In our questions, we don't have. I'm
Yes.
going to link it to like real life in a
Yes,
bit,
yes.
but are you getting that we may not have? Okay, they don't give us all the 6 pieces of information. So what we are doing is we are coming with certain rules so that even though all 6 plus 6 are not there, if we even have 3 information in both, or basically we have, what is the minimum amount of information that we need so that we can tell that the two triangles are congruent. Mansa, does that make sense?
Yes, sir. I got
Yeah.
it.
Good, Dikshit. Dikshit, I really like what you've put in the chat box. I want everyone to go ahead and read it. Dikshit, can you unmute and tell about that? What have you written there?
Sir, I typed that if you know everything from the two triangles, sir, if you know all the 6 or 12 elements, sir, then there is no need to prove it only, sir.
Very, very good, Dikshit. Yeah, then it is not a proof thing, right? It's just like, okay, it is matching the definition of congruence of it's matching the meaning of congruence, okay? But here comes like, what is the minimum? Okay, what is the basic minimum that we need to show? So these are rules which go in the direction of proving that two triangles are equal. Mansa, how are you feeling about this now?
5, sir.
Is there some, yeah, cool. All right, anyone else who is a little confused? So we good. Okay. Dilruba, आपको ठीक लग रहा है?
Yes, sir.
All right. So yeah, now why did I say this? Okay. Why did I go into congruence? And this, I mean, we all knew this, but this is a little nuance which maybe some of us in who might be studying very mechanically, like, okay, these are the rules of congruence and all. Maybe we are not understanding this. Okay. So I went into that direction because right now we are going to go into criteria of similarity of triangles. Okay. I want to remind you that triangle is also a polygon. Okay. This information means that for two triangles to be similar, okay, for two triangles to be similar, what two conditions should be satisfied? What are the two conditions that should be satisfied? Can someone quickly tell me? Riza, are you getting what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Tell me, what do you think? What are the two conditions that should be satisfied, Riza?
Sir, the corresponding angles should be equal, sir, and even the corresponding side should be in the same ratio.
Corresponding sides are in same ratio. Okay. Now, just like any other polygon, triangle is also a polygon. So I will go back to the rules of similarity of polygon, and these are the two rules. Triangle is also polygon, so these two rules should be met, right? This is the basic definition of similarity of polygons, right? So from the understanding of similarity of polygons, I can say that these two should be met. So I'll just show that to you in a bit, okay? This is maybe XYZ, and this is a bigger triangle PQR, okay? But corresponding angles, if XYZ, triangle XYZ is similar to triangle PQR, it means that angle X is equal to angle P, angle Y is equal to angle Q, and angle Z is equal to angle R. This is first condition. Corresponding sides are in the same ratio, which means XY by PQ is equal to some K. YZ by QR is also equal to some K, and XZ by PR is also equal to some K. Okay, all three are equal. So there are totally 6 conditions here, just like we had in congruence. Do you remember congruence of triangle? Maybe we said all three, in case of this, all three sides were equal. Okay, so 6 elements ka something is happening with all 6 elements, right? Yeah, these are the 2 things. All these things should happen, okay, for 2 polygons to be equal, which means it should happen for 2 triangles also, not to be equal, for 2 polygons to be similar. Just like that, for 2 triangles to be similar also, that should happen. Okay. But every time we will not have these 6 pieces of information. So we need criteria. What is the minimum rule? Okay. What is the minimum that we need? We will not have all these 6, but at least what do we need to have? What is the minimum that we need to have for all of these, for these two triangles to be similar? That is what we are going to learn now. Are you understanding the importance of what we are learning? Can I get a check in the chat box how you're feeling about this thing? Yeah. All right. Is this clear? Just like criteria of congruence, what is the meaning of criteria of congruence? We are here learning criteria of similarity and how it is different from generally just saying two triangles are similar when all angles are equal, all corresponding angles are equal, all corresponding sides are the same ratio. Yes, that will happen automatically, but what is the minimum that we should know? Yeah, that's what we are getting at. Okay. If you did not understand this, what I just said so far in the last maybe 20-25 minutes, it is okay. Yeah, it is okay if you have not understood this last thing. Okay, as long as you are able to show two triangles are similar. Okay, I'm going ahead with this right now. Yeah, so just like there were four rules or four criteria to prove congruence of triangles, there are three criteria to prove similarity of triangles. Okay, which is the minimum we need. Okay, and I want you to write this down. There is let's start with AAA or AA. You will understand why in a bit. Okay, criteria. Okay, then you have SSS criteria, and then you have SAS criteria. Okay, these are the three criteria which is a minimum requirement of proving two triangles are equal. And we're going to go into this. Just take this down. I'll give you 30 seconds. We're going to go into this and understand the meaning of all three today. Okay, it's very simple stuff. Thank you, G. We'll wait for done from a few more people. Take another 10 seconds. All right, moving ahead. Yeah, Dilruba, done?
Yes.
Okay. Now the first criteria. Okay, the first criteria is AAA criteria. Okay, we'll start writing with AAA. We'll come to AA in a bit. Okay. Basic now guys. Obviously, all that I'm teaching you right now. Okay, we are only going to stick to the rules, but all of them have proofs. Okay, which we are not going to go into because it was dropped from syllabus last year. Okay, if it comes back, we will go ahead and learn the proofs. Yeah, but right now we're not going to, because obviously these things have proofs. We have seen the proofs of congruence of triangles earlier. Yeah, different rules of congruence. We have seen one or two congruence rules back in 8th grade. Just like that, these rules also have proofs. Okay, which means if we know this much, we can tell about all 6 elements. Okay, all 6 things will be possible. That's what basically the proofs is. Okay, but we're not going into that. So first thing is AAA criteria. Okay, getting into this. Now, what does this mean? Let's write this down. Okay, if it means that if in two triangles corresponding angles are equal, or you can write all corresponding angles are equal, then they are similar. Okay, then they are similar. Bracket, I wanted to write this down separately, maybe use a pencil or something. Okay, which means that all corresponding sides will automatically, this is just I'm writing in our language. Okay, it's not, will without proof, okay, automatic will, or you can write, I hope you're getting what I'm saying by will automatically, this is just so that we understand well, okay, automatically have the all corresponding sides will automatically be in the same ratio, okay. Just like when we were doing SSS in congruence, we were only showing sides, right? We were only showing sides are equal, corresponding sides are equal. But we automatically said that, okay, all three angles will also be equal. Like corresponding angles will also be. Just like that, it's going to happen now, okay? Because similarity may, only thing, it will not be equal, it will be in the same ratio, okay? Does that make sense for everyone? Yeah. We'll just write one, I'll just draw one diagram and just so that we are clear with this, okay? Let's draw a couple of triangles, maybe draw them looking very similar, but maybe different in size. So let's draw A, B, C, and PQR. Okay. Now for this, what we can say is, if, just explain this, okay, if we know that angle A is equal to angle P, angle B is equal to angle Q, and angle C is equal to angle R. If we know this, okay, that this is equal to this, we know only this much, yeah. We don't know anything about the sides, but we know this much, okay. Then we can say, then by AAA criteria, triangle, obviously you should make, now in this diagram it is very clear, we have drawn both triangles like this only, but suppose you get one triangle looking this direction, one triangle looking this direction, don't jump to any conclusion. Sometimes you will have questions which are like this, so always draw the map, okay, the correspondence map. P is corresponding to A, Q is corresponding to B, and R is corresponding to C. You remember this corresponding maps, correspondence maps? This is a rough work, yeah. This is not there in the textbook anywhere, but we do it, okay, we do it for our understanding. So then by AAA criteria, triangle ABC is similar to triangle PQR, okay. So if we know this much, we can conclude this. If we know this, we can conclude what? Therefore, AB by PQ is equal to BC by QR is equal to AC by PR. Okay. Does this make sense for everyone? What I just wrote? Don't write the green part. Is the rest of it making sense? Give me a fist to 5 in the chat box, please, if you're clear what I just wrote. Okay. If we know this much, we can tell that they are similar. Okay. And once we have told they are similar, similar means corresponding sides should be in same ratio. So we will be able to tell this also. Okay. But we are not telling this for right now. Right now, this is some, obviously this is true. Yeah. We will use it in questions when we prove. Yeah. So when we only know about 3 triangles, we will do this. Yeah. So Dilruba, what about you? Are you at a 5? Great. All right. So now this was AAA criteria. Okay. But just to clarify, think about this for 1 minute. Okay. Think about this for 1 minute. You have 2 triangles. Let me draw 2 triangles. Okay. Let me not draw right triangles. You will think it's only. Let me draw 2 triangles like this. Let me draw an obtuse triangle. So you have 2 triangles like this. Okay. I want you also to draw 2 triangles, little different in size, but looking very similar. Okay. So here you have, say, XYZ, and here you have MNP. Okay. Now, supposing you don't know one angle, which means you know X is equal to M and you know Y is equal to N. Okay. You know this much. My question is, can you tell whether the 2 triangles will be similar or not? Obviously, don't look at this and tell, yes, sir, we will be able to tell. I want the reason here. Okay. I want the reason here. You already know AAA. It's a simple reason here, which I think we have talked in congruence a little bit also. Can you tell whether the two triangles will be similar or not? Basically, can you tell, what can you tell about the relationship between these two angles? Is anyone getting my question? Okay, I was not able to. Okay, Dinesh, go ahead.
Sir, we can say, sir, if like the sum of the three angles, interior angles of that property by using that measure, if
Mhm.
that both measurement are equal, sir, then the third side will be equal, sir. If you like 2D minus thing, so by A criteria, sir, you can say.
Perfect, perfect. Very well said, Dinesh. And I'm going to give you 5 points for this. Okay. Very well said, Dinesh. Yeah. So it's just by angle sum property of a triangle. Okay. Angle sum property of a triangle. I'll just show the proof to you in a minute. Okay. No need to like write this down, but just saying key. See what angle Z will be equal to. It will be equal to 180 minus green angle minus red angle. Is this okay? Everyone okay with what I just wrote? Yeah. Same way, here angle P will be equal to 180 minus green angle minus red angle. Yeah, I'm not even writing M and N. You understood? Green angle is suppose 50 Suppose red angle is 120 Here also it will be 50 Here also it will be 120 Okay, because we already know that the green and red angles are equal. Yeah. Here I was referring to this one. Here I was referring to this one. Okay. So in an okay, Asghar, sorry for the confusion. Let me write this. Okay. Angle Z is equal to 180 minus angle X minus angle Y. Is this okay with you, Asghar?
Sir, can you repeat, sir?
Asghar, I said angle 180 angle Z, this one is equal to 180 minus X minus Y. Is this okay?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, from angle sum property, you know how it's happening, right?
Yeah, sir, I know.
Yeah, angle X plus angle Y plus angle Z is equal to 180 तो इसको इधर लेके गया, इसको इधर लेके गया, became minus. Okay. Yeah. So
Yes,
instead
sir.
of saying X and Y, I was saying red angle and green angle. That's okay.
Yeah, sir.
Okay. Now same thing in this particular diagram, 180 minus angle M and minus angle P, angle N. This is okay with you?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Again, instead of saying M and N, I'm writing red angle and green angle. Okay.
Yes, sir, understood.
Now you see from 1 and 2, we can say angle Z is equal to angle P. Are we getting this?
Yeah, sir, we can see.
Okay, therefore, this has also become equal to this one. So therefore, AAA I can use to say that both triangles are similar.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So why we are talking about this right now is you don't need AAA, because anytime two angles corresponding is there, automatically third corresponding angle will also be equal. We just showed that, right? Are we good, Asghar?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So that's why we are going to write the AA rule, which is basically you don't need three corresponding angles. Even if you have just two, it is enough. Okay. So again, why are we doing this? Because it's criteria, right? So we have to look at the minimum requirement, right? Three is the logical requirement, but only two are enough. That's also because of the angle sum property. Yeah. So we're going to write this as, yeah, we would write, so AA criteria, which is basically, I wrote criteria here, it will be criterion. Okay, criterion is singular. Okay, so AA criterion. Okay, so now we have AA criteria, which is basically a subset of AAA only. It is that only you can write that if for two triangles, any two corresponding, actually no need to write it separately, we can put it in a box inside after we write A, right, just write, put it in a box and write actually only showing that any two corresponding angles are equal should be enough as the third corresponding angle again I'm using our language, this is not like will I don't know like how I can say this properly in English also, but will automatically be equal. Okay, automatically be equal using the angle sum property of a triangle. Okay, therefore we have AA criterion. We can use AA criterion. Okay, I don't think there is a need to write the AA criterion, right? We can actually just understand it by the name. So put this in a box. Take this down. This is we can use. Give me a done in the chat box once you're done.
Sir,
Yes,
sir, can you scroll your screen down, sir?
this part.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Thank you, G and Dinesh. I'll wait for a few more people to finish this. Thank you, Bindu, Tulsi, and Dikshit and Deepak. Moving ahead, yeah. In 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's move on. Okay, so this was the AAA criterion or the AA criterion. Okay, to be honest, we can just call it the AA criterion because AAA, yeah. But just for making logical sense, we call it AAA because that's what defines the shape of the triangle. Yeah. Now the second, now obviously, like there is a proof which shows that if three angles are equal, if three corresponding angles are equal, then automatically sides will be also similar. Then only we can say they are sides will be also in the same ratio. Then only we can say that they are congruent. Okay, that proof we are not touching. Okay, it has been dropped. We may or may not touch it in the future depending on its inclusion in the syllabus. Okay, now the next criterion, which is the, oh, where did the screen go? 1 second. The next criterion is the SSS criterion. Okay, I want to write this down. The next criterion is the SSS criterion. Okay, SSS criterion. This is the singular part. Okay. Now it's important to note, I want to write this down completely. SSS criterion of similarity. Okay, because there is an SSS criterion of congruence also, right? So we'll write SSS criterion of similarity. Okay. Now it's important to note, like what comes to your mind? Let me hear, just like, let's see some logical stuff here, like common sense thing. What comes to your mind when you think of SSS? What comes to your mind? Anyone can say whatever is coming to your mind. Yes, Mansa, go ahead.
Sir, corresponding sides are equal in both the triangles.
Corresponding sides are equal is coming to your mind, right? From the congruence wala rule, right? And yeah, that's naturally what comes to my mind also. Yeah, because we have learned that. But the difference is that sides wala part, corresponding sides are equal, is makes the shape also same size. Okay, it does not really makes the two triangles same size also. Now we don't need the triangles to be same size, right? In similarity. Mansa, are you following me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, size does not matter here. So one triangle can be really big, one triangle can be really small. So what do you think this triple S means? Anyone other than Riza, what do you think this triple S means? Yes, Dinesh, go ahead, unmute and tell.
Sir, their corresponding sides should be in same ratio, sir.
Very, very good, Dinesh. Yeah, very, very good. Good answer. Okay. Going back to the definition of the similarity, what it should mean? Corresponding sides should be in the same ratio. Okay. So Dinesh, for your presence of mind, I'll give you 5 again. Okay. So here we have SSS criteria of similarity, and I want to write it down. I want you to write it down. Okay. If in two triangles, the sides of one triangle or you can write like this, the corresponding sides of just write the, if in two triangles the corresponding sides are in the same ratio, or you can also use the word are proportional. Okay, it's your choice. I'm using are in the same ratio. Okay, of are in the same ratio, then the two triangles are similar. Okay, using a pencil we will, so if the two triangles will become similar, what we will be able to say? We know about the sides, we know they have become same ratio, they are same ratio. So what we'll be able to say from that? Just before we knew about angles, we were able to say about sides. Now we know about sides, we'll be able to say about the angles. Okay, so we are going to write, which means the corresponding angles this is just for a fun we are writing. Okay, you don't need to write this, but I'm just writing so that we understand this, we are capable of understanding, I feel. So we'll just understand this as we go along. Okay, two triangles are similar, we have shown two triangles are similar, which means the corresponding angles will be equal. Okay, will be equal automatically. Okay, automatically is again our word. We're not using a proper word here, just for understanding. Yes, thank you. Okay, Dilruba, you've taken things down. Want me to share a screenshot? Let me write play and then I'll share. Okay, let's just do a quick diagram for this. Okay, so let me not draw a very direct diagram. Okay, let me draw a different looking diagram. Okay, these are our two triangles. Okay, let me have D, N, R, P, X, T. Okay, simply got board of ABC. So right now, according to this rule, okay, what it tells. Okay, let's actually number the let's actually write the measurements of these two triangles. Okay, suppose I have DR is 5 and XP is 10, RN is say 4 and XT is 8, and then we have DNS 15 and no, not possible, right? It will not become a triangle. Sorry, let's make this as 8 and this one as 16. Okay. SAS is there, Dinesh. We'll come to it next. No, that's the third criteria. What happened, Dinesh? You have a confusion here. Dinesh, is something getting confusing here? Let's be with it. We'll come to SAS in a bit. Yeah. Ladies, we'll not take a break right now. We'll take a break at the end of the class together. Yeah. We have a couple of minutes. We'll take the break at the end of the class together. Okay. Now I want us to notice. Okay. Like first time I'm writing, I can just write anything in triangle DNR and triangle XPT. Okay. I don't know what the order is. I will make this correspondence map in my rough and then I will decide the order. Okay. Here you don't have to worry about the order. You have to worry when you finally write the similarity statement. Okay. So we'll go into the next thing. Okay. So now let's look at it. Now we have the triangle. We have the measurement of the. Yeah, that is not there, Dinesh. Yeah, because I'll come to why it is not there. Dinesh, ask me this question after I have told about all three criteria. Okay. Remind me this question. Yeah. Okay. So here we have. Let's see. Okay, which sides we will take ratio. I think by looking at it, you must be anyone getting an idea which sides we will go ahead and take ratios. Anyone who is seeing and able to identify. Dinesh, you're able to identify. Go ahead.
Sir, DN by PT, sir.
DN by
PT, sir.
DN by PT. Okay.
And DR by PX, RN and XT, sir.
Okay. And why are you saying this, Dinesh? What is coming to your mind when you look? Yeah.
Sir, double, sir, into 2.
We are all into 2, right? This is a scaled up version. Okay, but it's not drawn just like that. We have turned it. We have transposed it a little bit. But yeah, good. Okay, Dinesh, good answer. And I see Nishchay has also given that answer. So I'll give you Dinesh and Nishchay, I'll give you 5 points. Okay, good. And I like your presence of mind here. Okay, simple. So I'm going to take the, now here I will not write they're equal, right? Here I have to take the ratio. Here my statement is not going to be like in congruence. I used to write DR is equal to PT, like that I was writing in congruence. Here that's not the case. Here I'm going to take the ratio of these two triangles. Okay. So these two sides. So I'm going to take DR by PX. Okay, DR by PX is equal to 5 by 10. That's equal to 1 by 2. Okay. Next, DN by PT is equal to 8 by 16 is equal to 1 by 2. Okay. Simplify it. All of them you should simplify because that's the only way you will get to understand that they are the same ratio. Yeah. The next one is RN by what does RN correspond to? XT. RN by XT is equal to 4 by 8 is equal to 1 by 2 again. Okay. Now comes the most important part, which is we have to write the correspondence. Which vertex will fall on which vertex? Anyone wants to take this up? Does anyone want to take a shot at this? Does anyone want to take a shot at this? I see G raising his hands. Go ahead, G.
Sir, D is corresponding to X, sir.
What is corresponding to X?
D, sir.
D. Why do you say D is corresponding to X?
Sir, when we in that triangle, sir, when we arrange it in the corresponding side, sir, if you overlap it on the triangle.
Are you sure about that? Are you sure about that? Dinesh, G, okay, I will just tell you, I'll just explain to you why that will not work. Okay. Asghar, I'll come to you in a bit for the answer, but I'll just let me explain to G why that is not the case. Okay. G, look at this. Okay. This is green. This is corresponding to this green. Okay. Now this red is corresponding to this one. Are you getting this?
Yes.
So do you think now will D correspond to X now, or what do you think D will correspond to?
Sir, I think D will correspond to P, sir.
P, are you getting this? Yeah.
Yes.
D will correspond to P, and really good, Himanji. Thanks for sticking with it. Yeah. So D will correspond to P because you see which it is in between this red line and this green line. So what is here also in between red line and the green line? That only I should check, right? That only it will
Yes.
correspond to. Yeah, you're getting this? Okay,
Yes,
Asghar, you want to? Okay, actually it's G only. Can you complete this then?
Yes, sir. Sir, R is corresponding to X, sir.
Wait, let me first write the first thing. So D is corresponding to P, then
R is
R is corresponding to X. You're
X,
saying. Let me just check this. Okay, so this is R, and here this is this one. So here green one 5 ke liye, this one is 10, and where is the 4 ke liye 8? Yeah, so R should be corresponding to X because it's between the orange and green line. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So we have. Let me keep this wrong. So we have R corresponding to X. What's the last one then?
Sir, N is corresponding to T, sir.
N is corresponding to
T, sir.
P.
T, sir.
T. Yeah. Okay. N is corresponding to T because it is between the red and orange one, and here also red and orange one. Okay. N is corresponding to T. So if you notice, this is an important exercise. Okay. And I did this right now only because I don't want you to be stuck about this. Okay. Just to recap how we used to do this. So therefore, what is congruent? What is similar to what? Can you tell the statement? G, can you complete this?
Sir, triangle DRN.
Triangle DRN
is similar to PXT. Triangle
PXT. And what is the reason you will write?
SSS.
By SSS criterion. Okay. Yeah, G, I'm giving you 5 points for this. Thank you for sticking with it. Even though you were wrong earlier, you took an effort to correct it. Good job, G. Yeah, I'm happy with that. You guys, give me a fist to 5 in the chat box. Yes, Dikshit, your sentence does make sense, Dikshit. Yeah. Your sentence makes absolute sense. Very well spoken. Yeah. So yeah, give fist to 5. Bindu, sorry, Dilruba, how are you feeling? Can you confirm as well? 5. Okay. Glad to know that. So this is something very, very important. Okay. And this rule will not work in this will not work if we have SS. Okay, here you have to have SSS. All right, so this just Dinesh, what are you saying? PT by DN. What are you saying, Dinesh? You're saying if we take ulta, na?
Yes, sir.
So yeah, you can do that, but then everywhere you should write this triangle first then.
Yes.
Yeah, in all three you should do that, right? If you take PX by DR and PT by DN and XT by RN, okay? All of them you should do, okay? Same. That's all, yeah? This is our second criteria of similarity, okay? So we are good with this. Now obviously, if we know this, if we have shown this, what we can tell about the angles? What can we tell about the angles? Therefore, can anyone just complete this? Deepak, do you want to complete this?
Sir, therefore the corresponding angles are equal.
Can you tell me which one is equal to which one exactly?
Sir, angle X is equal to angle R, sir.
Angle X is equal to angle R, perfect. Then
angle D is equal to angle P.
Angle D is equal to angle P. Then
angle N is equal to angle T.
Angle N is equal to angle T. Okay, even though you don't know that, this will be a conclusion which you can draw after you have done this, after you have shown this. So once you have shown this, this implies this thing. Okay, implies means because of this one is also true. Okay, we good with this so far, guys? Yeah, no need to write this. I'm just saying this because this will be useful in the proofs which we will do later in the exercise. Okay, so that's our yes, that's our that's how we'll proceed. Okay, now moving on, that's our triple S criterion. Moving on to the last criteria of similarity, that is SAS criteria. Okay, and I will take Dinesh's question after this. Okay, SAS criterion. Here also you write of similarity. Here also you write of similarity. SAS criterion of similarity, because there is one SAS in congruence also. Okay. Yes, it is very simple, Dikshit, because we have a strong foundation of congruence. I think that's making it easier also. I'm happy to know that you're finding it very, very easy. Yeah. Now, anyone just by looking at this, you know what S is meaning, you know what A is meaning. Anyone wants to take on what the SAS criteria will mean? Anyone wants to take on what this will mean? I see Deepak, Riza, and G raising their hands. Let's go to Deepak.
Sir, I think the two sides are in the same ratio, sir, and the angle in between them are equal.
Perfect, perfect, Deepak. Okay, very logical and very good guess, but also in like in the understanding of what is happening in this in this topic. Very, very well said, Deepak. Okay. You have so what did we just by just what Deepak did just now, okay, just by the name of the property and by knowing what we are doing right now and what we have done before, he used previous knowledge also. He said it should be included angle. SAS is written. Yeah, so all of that he combined it together, and just by looking at the name we were able to come at that. So this is like a pattern which this is not something which will always work, of course, but I'm just appreciating it because it was very logical, very commonsensical. Okay, so now SAS criterion of similarity, I wanted to write this down. If in two triangles, any two corresponding sides are equal, and it's an important thing here, and the included angles, let's write like this, the angles included between these sides. Okay. The angles included between these sides are equal, then the triangles are similar. Just like before, what do you think we'll be able to say after this? What do you say after saying this, after showing that they are proportional? And Dikshit, I'm not sure if I understand your question.
Sir, here we wrote that if any two corresponding sides are equal, then we can draw this conclusion, sir. But I was asking if any one included angle is the same, then we can't draw the same conclusion, right?
How one angle in one will be equal to one angle in other? No. What are you saying, Dikshit? Dikshit, I did not understand your question. Unmute and tell no.
I'll frame better and say, sir, I'm not getting it.
Huh?
I will frame it better and I'll tell it to you, sir.
Okay, okay. All right, guys, one person is missing from the class. Can someone check who is that is? Abhi, is it Kishan who is missing?
Yes, sir. Kishan is missing.
Kishan is missing. Dilruba is with me, and MG, Manisha, and Abhi are absent. Is there anyone else who is missing? Please check your respective houses. All right, that's 4 minus 17, 13 to 12. Okay, fine. We're good. So here we have if in two triangles, any two corresponding sides are equal, and the angles between them, angles included between them, are also equal. So just look at what this means. Yeah. Now let me just first draw a diagram, then we'll come to the conclusion part. Okay. Now let's take one triangle like this. Let me draw a simple one here. And one bigger triangle. It could be congruent also. Okay, just reminding you of that. Not necessary. It has to always be different size. And we'll, so here we have P, Q, R, and M, O, N. Okay. Now, what does this mean? Okay, so here let's think like what all information is given to us. So we have this as 5. We have this also as 5. No, let's have this one as 7.5. Okay. Let's have this one as 10 and this one as 15. Okay. And you have this angle as say 80 degrees and this angle as 80 degrees. This much information you have. Okay. So what do? We go in triangle PQR and triangle MON. First, we have to see we can see the angle first. Okay, you can see anything first. Okay, but basically, what's happening is this red one will fall on this red one. Okay, this will be 5 by 7.5. That will give you 2 by 3. Okay, then this green one will fall on this one, which is 10 by 15, will also give you 2 by 3. Okay, so we have satisfied the first part. Two corresponding sides are equal, which is basically two pairs of, actually guys, just change this, write this as two pairs of, okay, two pairs of correspond. Hey guys, sorry, there is some confusion here. Why did I write are equal? It should be are in the same ratio. Sorry, are into any two pairs of corresponding sides. No one pointed this out to me. Some people pointed it out. Yes, I see Dinesh. Thank you, Dinesh, for paying attention. Any two pairs of corresponding sides are in the same ratio. Please cut this and correct this. I'm sorry. Okay. So we have PQ by MO. One pair is in the ratio of 2 by 3. We have PR by MN. That's in the ratio 2 by 3. Okay. Now we have to see the angle which is included in between them. So here SAS, right? So this is 80 degree. This is also 80 degree. So then we will say that we can say that these two triangles are similar. Yeah, that's our conclusion. Dinesh, we good now?
Yes, sir.
Dinesh, in such a big mistake I'm making, just unmute and speak. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, and I'm really happy that you're paying attention. And sorry guys, I got distracted probably. I don't know why I wrote that they're equal. Yeah. So we're going to write this down. Okay, we'll write PQ by MO is equal to 5 by 7.5. It will divide by 2.5. So we'll get 2 by 3. Okay. Then we have PR by MN. PR by MN is equal to 10 by 15, that again equal to 2 by 3. Okay. And then you have the included angle, which is angle P is equal to angle M. Guys, note, if I had this angle as equal and I did not have anything here, I cannot say that the two triangles are similar. Okay. I can only say when I have it in the included angle form. Okay. That's an important part to note here. So please underline the word included and keep. Okay. Please underline the word include and keep. Okay. So therefore, can someone tell me the correspondence quickly? Bindu, do you want to tell me the correspondence of this diagram?
Yes, sir.
Sure.
So corresponding sides.
Corresponding vertices. No, for writing the final similar statement, we write the corresponding vertices here. No, ma?
Yes, sir. Sir, P is equal, P corresponds to M, sir.
Corresponds to, can you tell a word from that letter?
M, sir. Mango.
M. Okay. Continue.
Q corresponds to O, sir.
Okay.
R corresponds to N.
Okay. So what will be my final statement? So first of all, just to like come to Bindu's thing, okay, this will be the first thing I write, because I will be pakka that 80 degree should fall on 80 degree. Okay, that is pakka for me. So I'm going to write unless and until it's an isosceles triangle, then there will be confusion. No, but then also it will not be a confusing thing. So first thing I'll write that. First thing I'll write this. Okay, then I'll see this one is corresponding to this one, so Q will go to O. Okay, and so on and so forth. Okay. So therefore, can you tell me the final statement, Bindu? Here, similarity statement. Hello, Bindu. Okay, leave it. Triangle PQR is similar to triangle MON, and my reason will be by SAS criterion. Okay, criterion. Okay. That's important notes. Every time you write this, just note that this is criterion of similarity. So now I have a question here, okay, Bindu, and this is a question for you. Because I know this, I showed this. Now from this, what all can I tell as a conclusion? Therefore, what all can I tell? Bindu. I don't know if Bindu is going to speak. Let's see. Asghar, do you want to answer that? Are you understanding my question, Asghar? Asghar, I wanted to see if you're understanding the question also or not. Okay. Here I had 3 equal angles. I told they are similar, and then I talked about ratio of sides. You remember? That was my conclusion from here. Here I had 3 ratio of sides. I told they are similar. Then we talked about the 3 angles. Okay. Now here you have 3 pieces of information. From this you are telling they are similar. From this, what you can tell? Okay, Asghar, I'll wait.
Hello, sir.
Yes, Asghar, tell me. Dinesh, it's not complete. Your answer is not complete, Dinesh. Yes, Asghar, tell me. What can you tell from here? Okay, you know all this. From what you know, you have told this part. Now, what can you tell from this part? What can you conclude from this part? Asghar,
Yes, sir, I'm here, sir.
are you thinking? You want some time?
Yes, sir, I'm thinking. I'm not able to find the answer.
You understood the question, Asghar?
Yeah, sir, understood.
Okay, let me take you back to this one. Okay, here we had 3 ratios were same of 3 corresponding sides. What did we conclude after this? What did we say after this we got? From here, what did we conclude, Asghar? We said, therefore, what did we say?
Sir, we said angle X is equal to angle R, and angle D is equal to angle P, and angle N is equal to angle T.
Correct. This was the conclusion, right? Which means all corresponding angles will be equal automatically, right, Asghar?
Yes, sir.
Same tarah, upar mein when we had these 3, what did we say? We went to the ratios, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Just like that, Asghar, I'm asking, in this situation, in the last final situation which we just studied, we know, give me a minute.
So we can say PQ is equal to MO and
Are you sure PQ is equal to MO?
yes, sir.
सोच लो असगर थोड़ा सा. PQ is equal to MO होगा. PQ तो 5 है यार, MO तो 7.5 है. कहाँ से PQ equal to MO हो ही नहीं सकता है, मतलब दिया है तुमको नहीं equal है.
Sir,
This triangle is only bigger.
yes, sir.
Asgar, taking you back to this one, okay? In this, Asgar, we had this information. We got their similar. What did we conclude here? Therefore, what did we say after this? About the sides, what did we say?
So they are similar, sir.
Can you tell me what do we write in mathematically? What do we write for the sides?
So we wrote so AS is equal to PQ and
A S का है AB.
B, sir.
AB is equal to PQ. We wrote.
So the A angle is equal to, we wrote the angle is equal to angle P.
भाई ये तो it is given, Asgar. I know you got this much. It is given. From there we came to this part. From this, what can we conclude? Can we conclude this, Asgar? This means you've not understood similarity. You are confusing similarity with congruence. I have not proved the two triangles as congruent. I've proved them as similar. What will my conclusion be? Let's see if there is someone who can correct Asgar. Is there someone who would like to correct Asgar here? Bindu, what was our conclusion here? Bindu, what was our conclusion here?
Sir, angle A is equals to angle P.
Angle A is equal to angle P is over, Bindu. See here, Nova. Angle A is angle P is given to you, ma. We have used the three angles and we have concluded that they are similar. Now what can we conclude, Bindu? Manasa, can you take this up?
Sir, angle P equals to angle A, sir.
Angle P equal to angle Q.
No, sir, angle P.
Mansa, that is given to you, Mansa. Why are you concluding that?
Sir, we should conclude the ratios, sir.
Huh? Dinesh, tell me.
Sir, the sides ratios corresponding the sides ratios are the same, sir.
Can you tell me mathematically, please?
AB by PQ equals to then AC by PR equal to BC by QR, sir.
Asgar, here it is similar triangles. It is not congruent triangles. So I cannot say AB will be equal to PQ. I don't know. They may be equal. It may be equal. It may not be equal. But this is not a statement I can write. Because these triangles can have different sizes. Asgar, are you following this?
Yes, sir, I'm following.
This is my conclusion, Asgar, not this. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Now, Asgar, I am going to bring you back to this question. Okay? What is my conclusion here? We talked about what was the conclusion in SSS. We talked about what was the conclusion in AAA. What will be my conclusion here? If I don't know anything about the other things, what can I include here?
So we can conclude PQ by MO is equal to
it is known. PQ by MO is known already. Is 2 by 3. But go ahead and tell me what you were saying.
So I was saying PQ by MR is equal to angle is equal to angle P by angle.
क्या बोल रहे हो यार? एंगल P और एंगल क्या तुम एंगल को कहाँ से घुसा रहे हो यहाँ पे? एंगल का रेशियो कहाँ से आ गया? एंगल के रेशियो के बारे में बात हुआ क्या अभी तक? 4 दिन में. एंगल्स तो इक्वल हो, कॉरेस्पॉन्डिंग एंगल्स आर इक्वल, उधर रेशियो नहीं निकाल रहे हैं हम लोग. Anyone other than Dinesh and Riza who wants to take this up? Deepak, I'm wondering if you can take this up.
Sir, QR by OM will be equal to 2 by 3, sir.
Okay.
And angle Q and angle Q.
Angle Q and angle
O,
Q will
sir.
be equal to angle O.
Angle O. Angle R will be equal to angle N.
Okay. असगर समझे?
No, sir.
क्या नहीं समझे?
So how that QR and OM became?
Asgar, because these are similar, all three ratios will be same, no? Hello, Asgar.
Yes, sir.
Because these two
Sir, but,
triangles are similar, all three ratios will be same, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. We know two ratios already. They are already equal. Can I say that it will be equal to the third ratio?
So, but the third side in the second angle is ON, no, sir, but here it's OM.
Sorry, it's ON. You're right. Okay, it's ON. Is this okay?
Yes, sir, now clear, sir. I was getting confused there.
Sorry, this was a mistake while writing. ON is equal to 2 by 3. Yeah. Mansa, are you understanding what I'm saying about conclusion?
Yes, sir.
What were you saying before, Mansa? It means you are not following anything.
No, sir, I was confused for a bit, sir.
This is given to you. From this given, you are making this is your first step conclusion. From this first step conclusion, you are making this second step conclusion. Are you getting this? All is part of the proof. This is given. Okay. This all is something which you are concluding by logic and existing knowledge. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So, we good, Mansa?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, the ratios are same and the corresponding angles are equal. We don't know what this value is. We don't know what this value is. We don't know. It may be 10 degree, 20 degree, 30 degree, 10 degree, 20 degree, 30 degree. I don't. But whatever it is, it will be equal. That's what we know. We don't know what QR and O1 is. We don't know. But whatever QR is, suppose QR is 50, ON will be 75. Okay. It can't be because of triangle inequality, but whatever it is, if it is 8, this will be 12. Okay. It will be in that ratio. Okay. That's something we know. We don't know what the value is, but we are not writing this down. Why I'm saying this repeatedly is because we will be using this in our proofs. Okay. So that brings us to the end of the 3 criteria of similarity. Okay. Dikshit, I'm not understanding. Can you unmute and tell me? Are you clear now?
Yes, sir, I'm clear. I was saying this SAS conclusion which we did right now, sir. Sir, that one might be difficult because till now we saw that AAA. There
exactly, Dikshit, and that's why we spend so much time in that debate, in understanding that. Yeah, and that's why I took so much time. I did not rush by it. But I want to get a fist five if people are understanding that what you can conclude from here. Okay, what you can conclude from here and what you can conclude from here. Okay, if that's clear for you, I want to get a fist five in the chat box. Dilruba, aapko samajh aaya? In all the 3 situations, what I'm talking about. First step conclusion is they are similar. Second step, after they are similar, when I'm saying what I can conclude, you understand what I mean? Okay. All right. I'm sure no, Dilruba, I'm not doing any check here. Right, waiting for everyone to respond in the chat box quickly. Bindu, are you good with this?
Yes, sir.
All right. So these are our 3 criterion of, one second, I don't know what's going on in this. Oh, no. So these are our 3 criterion of, you want me to scroll up? Okay, Dinesh, one second. Dinesh, which part? Is this enough? I'll share the screenshot also. Okay, I'm going to move ahead and give me a type done once you're done copying. Type it done once you're done copying. I'll be back in 30 in a minute. Yeah. Waiting for a few more people. Give me a done. Wait for 10 seconds. All right, let me move on. Yeah. So next, so these, just to like recap before we get into the question zone. Okay. So these were all the 3 criterion. We saw from what information we will conclude the triangles are similar. And once we have shown they are similar, what we can tell. Okay. That part also we saw. Yeah. Now, this just establishing this logical flow in your mind, so that because this is what will be required in the question. Okay, remembering SAS, SSS, and AAA or AA is going to be very, very easy for you guys. Okay, but you should also know, okay, because we have shown they are similar, what is the next point, next step? Yeah, and that was what we spent some time understanding. Okay, we're going to get into questions, and this is going to be a very, very simple thing because it's very, very similar. Like this exercise will be very close to the congruence exercises which we have done in grade 8 and grade 9, but nonetheless, just getting into it here. Okay, but before I get into it, okay, there are some other important things here. Okay, one important thing is what Dinesh asked. Dinesh, can you ask the question out loud once?
Sir, one minute, sir. Sir, why there is no ASA criterion of
Why
similarity?
is there no ASA? Okay, we have SSS, we have AA, we have AA AAA, and we have SAS. Why there is no ASA? Anyone has an answer? Anyone wants to take that answer? Why there is no ASA? Why there is no such criteria? Okay, it's actually a very, very interesting thing if you understand. I'm going to leave this as a thinking question. Okay, I want to write this down as a thinking question. Why is there No ASA. It's actually a very, very simple thing. If you have understood the meaning of the word criteria and how it's different from meaning of this. So why is there no ASA criteria of criterion of similarity? Write this down. Anyone who I don't think you will even find the answer in Google. I don't know. Dinesh, your answer is not correct. No, Dinesh, your answer is not correct. Yeah. Question is good, and for asking this question, I think no, it was a very logical question. Okay. Now the next part. Okay. The next one more important thing, one more important point which we need to address before we move ahead. Okay. We have talked about congruence and we have talked about similarity. All right. I think we have talked about this before, but we have not written this down. So I want you to understand this. Okay. Suppose if I say one shape, suppose one shape one. Okay. Let's call it figure one. Okay. If I tell you figure one is congruent to figure two. Okay. Dikshit, right now we are not discussing this. Okay. If you have, think about it later and come back. Okay. We're moving to another thing. If figure one is congruent to figure two, what can I tell about this? Can you tell me if they will be similar or not? Can you tell me two figures are congruent? Will they be similar or not? I want everyone to write in the chat box yes or no. Okay. Type privately for me. Okay. Do you think it will be similar or not? Okay. I'm saying figure one, it can be any figure. It can be a triangle, it can be a quadrilateral, it can be circle, whatever it is. Okay. Let's take two triangles only. I'm telling triangle one is congruent to triangle two. Okay. Can I say triangle one is also similar to triangle two, or can I not say this? Say this is yes or no. Waiting for people to answer in the chat box. Shripriya, thank you for the answer. You're the only one who has responded so far. Okay, Deepak, thank you. Riza, thank you. Tulsi, thank you. Nishya, thank you. Mansa is having a different answer. Dikshit is having a different answer. Okay. All right. Yes. Dilruba? You think yes? Okay. Yes. Okay. Yeah, Tulsi, many are absent today. Okay. So, yeah, the answer is yes. They will be similar. And I'm just going to tell you one simple logic. Okay. Congruence ka meaning is what, Dikshit? Congruence ka meaning is what?
When two shapes overlap each other completely.
In terms of one more something overlap exactly. So what are the 2 points which are there? Same dash and same dash.
Sir, same angles and sides.
No. Anyone else getting this? Congruence means, Dilruba, तुमको याद है क्या?
Same sides and angles.
That's in case of triangle only. No, ma circle में तुम कहाँ sides and angles बोलोगे? Okay, congruence means same shape and same size. Okay, you know this Dikshit?
Yeah, sir.
Similar means?
Sir, similar means they have same shape but not necessarily
Same shape. Okay, you don't know about size, may or may not be, right? So anything that is congruent is already having same shape.
Yes.
Which means it will also be similar.
Yes, sir.
Got that?
Yes, sir. Got it.
Okay. Now I want you to think. I know figure 1 is similar to figure 2. Okay. Can I say that figure 1 will be congruent also to figure 2? Can I say this? Dikshit, what do you think? Can I say
Sir,
this?
I think we can say, sir.
Okay, let me hear it from everyone in the chat box. What do people think? Type for everyone. Okay, no, type for me only. Yeah. Yes, Nishchay, very good answer. Absolutely right. Riza correct. Deepak correct. G correct. Mansa. Mansa, previous thing got clear. Mansa, this got clear for you?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right. Dinesh, you're right. Okay. So Dilruba, तुम्हारा आंसर क्या है? Similar पता है, तो can I say they are going to be congruent? You can think of a triangle also. You can think of any shape. Okay. You know, triangle 1 is similar to triangle 2. Can you say triangle 1 will be congruent to triangle 2 or not? दिलरुबा, आपका आंसर का इंतजार है.
I think yes, sir.
Okay, so I see Dilruba and Dikshit are confused here. Dikshit, I don't know what random thing you wrote in the chat box. I'm not understanding that. Okay, but I'll come to that in a bit. Okay. Now here, Nishchay, can you only explain? Nishchay, can you explain?
Sir, can you hear me?
Yes.
Sir, any similar shape cannot be congruent, sir, because we know that for a shape to be similar, sir, they need to have same shape, but may or may not have same size, sir. But for congruent, we need to have same shape and size as well.
Perfect. Perfect. Yeah. Dikshit and Dilruba, are you following? We know
Yes,
it is
sir.
similar. We know कि shape to same है. So we know same shape is correct. Okay. But congruence means and same size also, no? Do we know about the size? From similar, do we know about the size? Anything? Dikshit,
No, sir.
we don't know. It can be same, cannot be same. If by chance it is same, then yes, it is congruent. But there is chance that it is not same also, no? One triangle can be this much small, one triangle can be the size of Bangalore. But if this is 1 centimeter, this is 100 kilometer. This is 2 centimeter, this is 200 kilometer. And this is 3 centimeter, this is 300 kilometer. Oh, let's not form a triangle. This is 2.5 centimeters, 2500 kilometer to 250 kilometer. That much is enough. Wow. Ratio is same. Okay. Angles will be same. Okay. Which means two triangles will be similar, but they will not be congruent. Dikshit, are we getting this?
Yes, I'm getting it.
Yeah, they will not have the same size. We have no idea whether they will have the same size or not. We cannot tell anything about the size. Okay. Under similar. But congruence means pakka it will be similar also. Are we good?
Yes.
Guys, give me a.
Sir, your voice is breaking.
Okay. Is my voice breaking for others?
No, sir. It's very.
No, sir, it's clear.
Okay. Can I get a fist if I in the chat box about what we just discussed right now? Okay. And then we will write the conclusion here. We don't have to write everything here. The conclusion is good enough. But if you understood what we just discussed, yeah. If two shapes, it can be any two shapes, okay? It can be any two figures. It need not be triangles only. Triangles also, of course, okay? If any two shapes, figures are congruent, we can tell that they are similar. But the converse is not true, okay? If figure 1 is congruent to figure 2, then we can say that figure 1 is similar to figure 2. Okay. But if figure 1 is similar to figure 2, then we cannot say figure 1 is congruent to figure 2. Okay, put this in dabba. Okay, that is the converse is not true. This statement, if this is statement A, this is the converse. No, converse may we can say that this one. So converse is not true. Okay. put this in a dabba. Sorry. Now, this is an important understanding. Okay, relationship between. You just put a heading on this. Relationship between similarity and congruence. Okay. Of any two shapes, yeah, Nishay, you can write that. You can skip that part also. We are talking about figures only, right? So yeah. Actually, let's just write the reason briefly below this. Actually, that will be good, I think. So you can write reason is congruence means congruence. You write same shape and in capital same size. Okay. Similarity is same shape only. No need to write only, same shape, size may or may not be equal. Okay, is in bracket. Yeah. So that's our reason, just like in brief. Because of that, we say this. Yeah. Giving you guys another screenshot ये अभी नया वाला. Sorry, the handwriting is not coming properly. Okay. Alright guys, these were our three criterion of congruence plus the relationship between similarity, three criteria of similarity plus the relationship between the what is this, the similarity and congruence. Okay, some important things. And why we don't have ASA criteria is a thinking question. I will not give any hints. Let's see if you understood the meaning of the word criteria, you should be able to answer that. Okay. But we're gonna wrap this class up. But we'll just have a light homework for today. The homework is question. Oh, so exercise 3 का question 1. Okay. Exercise 3 का question 1 is your homework. All right, simple homework in which we have to apply the rules of similarity, which we know, which we just learned, and we have to show that the two triangles are similar or they are not similar. Okay, so there is like 6 parts to this question. It'll just take you like 20-25 minutes. Yeah. All right, that's all, guys. Yeah, only one question, 6 parts. It will take you 1-2 minutes, maybe maximum 2-3 minutes per question. Yeah. So that brings us to the end of today's class. We will move into proofs tomorrow. Today, just practice these criteria and how we have written how we have written in the examples of each rule. We have written one example, right? Like that, you have to write the steps. Okay, like we used to write in congruence also. Okay, just saying that out here. Thank you, guys. We are wrapping this class up. Have a good day. I will send the email. Bye. What happened, Dikshit?
Yeah, you said you will send the email, sir. That's right.
Did not understand. What did you say?